Hello my crafty friends, and welcome to my channel Cut Glue Relax. My name is Mary, and I'm here because my girlfriend and I, my dear Rosalia and I, went on a little road trip 5 minutes down the road to a different Dollar Tree on Sunday morning, and we had a ball. We had some fun. I like cutting up with her. If you don't recall, she was my caregiver this summer, and she really helped me, get out of my shell a little bit and get me out. So we're still doing it. She's my best friend. I love her. And I'm going to start with the first thing that I got at my little trip to the Dollar Tree. I bought some disinfectant spray. I got lavender scented. Oh, of course, the clock is going to go off right when I'm starting. Let's give it a little pause and wait. There we go, it's over. I bought this because I save the toilet paper rolls, and I cut them in half and flatten them out. And you're supposed to disinfect them and spray them. And I was using them as a little bit thicker board for some projects. But I saw somebody emboss them. And right now, I don't have an embosser on an embossing folder for my die cutter embossing machine. I just have a 3-inch slot, and I'm wanting to get the 6-inch slot because then I can feed the whole thing through. So I've been collecting them. I have about 40. Goodness. So I got this, and this is what you're supposed to spray them with and let them sit off. So I got that. And while I was waiting for Rosalia on Sunday morning, I woke up and saw that she had texted me from the night before that she's going to be there at 9:30 because the store opens. I think it opened at 9, but we were going to go out at 9:30. And I was going through the Dollar Tree website. I always do that, and I go to see what the store has in stock versus what's on my wish list. And as I was going through the craft and decor items, I saw this picture, and when I saw it in the store, I really liked it. It's felt, and it is leaves. It's a garland. It's held together with this band, and you hang them, and you hang them like in a doorway or whatever, and these things flutter down and go in the wind. But that's not what I'm going to use them for. I am always doing flower or blossoms or floral type swaps, and I think that this would be really nice if we just snip it off and get 2 of them, and that way you can have the 2 flowers on it, and you can put that down the side of the swap as opposed to washi tape or a ribbon. I just think that was really, really cute, and I was so happy when I saw it. So that was the first thing that I bought. That was something I actually went there for, believe it or not. Then, when I had been there a couple days ago, I only had like $20 with me, and I didn't have a chance to get the fireworks napkins. Here, let me get this out of the way. You all know who I am. And Babam. Here we go. These were the ones that I originally wanted, and then they had these. I didn't notice these before, so I got them both, because I'm really hoping with the 250th anniversary of the United States of America, or the Constitution, whichever one it is, this 4th of July, we're going to be having a lot more swaps. We could have been having them the entire year because it's 2026, and 1776 is what we're counting from. But I really liked them. Dollar Tree napkins, you can't go wrong. They're really good for crafting. Now, I have this loud bag because in the state of Delaware, we do not have plastic bags. I know, right? But because we're a coastal state, all of those plastic bags were ending up on the highways and in all the waterways and the marshes and everything that leads to the ocean. So 2 or 3 years ago, the state of Delaware decided they were going to outlaw plastic bags. It's a real pain in the butt because everybody used them as as trash can liners. Now we have to go out and buy them. But let me tell you, within like the first 6 months, there were no plastic bags on the road or in the trees. or in the water. It was really amazing how quickly it cleaned up our state. I mean, it looked pretty filthy when you're driving down Route 1, which is the coastal highway that takes you to the beaches in Delaware. And it just really made a big difference. So while I may, you know, miss the trash bag liners, I am ever so grateful for what it did for the environment. We have a lot of birds that come in and visit. So we're an estuary for the Delaware Bay, and right in back of us on the other side of our state is Maryland and the Chesapeake Bay. We're situated between the two bays. So it's really, we're like kind of on a peninsula, and the peninsula has Maryland, and Virginia. And so it's really done a lot to clean up the environment. So while the bag may be loud, it's for a good cause. So let's see what else is next. Okay, I was at Walgreens. Let me put these over here. We'll look at them last. And okay, the next thing I caught in my eye was this really cute little strawberry bowl, and I got it to go in a swap because Leslie from Leslie's Craft Room is always buying strawberry things, and she says the word strawberry and it's followed 7 or 8 letters or 7 or 8 words later by the word swap. So I'm thinking she's going to do a fruit swap or a strawberry swap. So I snagged one just to be on the safe side. I really don't have a lot of supplies that are fruit flavored. So I wish I had found this for Jen from Sassy Southern North Carolina Girl. She had a cherry swap earlier this year, and I wish I'd found this because it's really cute. And I don't know if I would have made it and sent it or just sent it like this, but it's a diamond painting keychain, and it's these cute little cherries, a pair of cherries, and it's got all the supplies that you need for it. They also have a ribbon donut and a slice of pizza. My husband makes pizza every Sunday. I'm going to go back and get that when I get another chance to go to the Dollar Tree. I think I might be going in 2 or 3 weeks. My therapist told me that there's a nice big one in Middletown, which is right below the canal, and I'll see if Rosalia wants to road trip down. Now, I was in the craft aisle. I'll probably be bouncing back and forth from the different aisles because I'm just going to be pulling these out as they're packed in the bag. And I saw these in the craft aisle, these cute little paper flowers. I use these paper flowers, well, pretty much these two, but I got these just to be on the safe side. I use these paper flowers a lot when I'm crafting, and it's nice to have them on hand, and I don't have to pull out my punch and make them, even though I usually have a bag. And these already have little pearls on the inside, so I don't have to dig around for my beads. So I thought that was a good deal and very handy for journaling, tag making, MDX making, ATC making, whatever you're in the mood to make. Oh, and I needed to grab some of these. These are Ziploc bags. I usually get the smaller ones. They didn't have them. This was in the party aisle. These are 4.8 by 5.75, so they're just under 4 by 6, which is a good size to put things in. I don't know if you, when you're doing a lot of swaps, need to have bags. These are Ziploc versus the self-sealing. I just ordered a bunch of self-sealing ones off of Amazon, and trust me, they're not cheap. And I need to get the next size up. I have right now I think a 2 by 3, 4 by 6, and 5 by 7. And I need to get the 8 by 10, 12 by 9, and 10 by 14. And they're $13.99 for, I think there's like 25 of every one or 50 of every one. I have to go back and look. But it's not exactly cheap. Now, the next thing I saw were these pumpkin spice caramels. I know I'm basic. Everyone says, oh, if you like pumpkin spice, you're basic. So I'm basic. I spent a lot of money to buy these at Amazon this past fall, and so when I saw them, I grabbed them. I might keep them to give as a gift swap. I might just enjoy them myself. I am on a diet, but that doesn't mean I have to deprive myself. I can have 1 or 2 per day. I mean, 1 serving is 5 pieces, and it's 140 calories. So, that's not like too bad. So, got them. And what's next in this bag? Here's something that I missed or I didn't have when I went. When I went to the store, I was able to get the green and the blue, and I went to the store and they had the pink. They also have a gold and silver. It's the 4 different colors. But I got these. I like the little stars with the holes in them. I think they're really cute. The other ones, I think one of them has hearts and one of them has stars, but they're like pointed. They look like those discs, those throwing stars that the ninjas use. But I thought that was cute. Always they're learning how to make shakers, so it always comes in handy. Now I saw these in the craft aisle. Please let me know how I'm doing. I have my microphone attached to my cannula, the device that gives me my oxygen, as opposed to my shirt, because anytime I put it in my shirt, by the time I'm done filming, it's ended up tucked inside my shirt, so it's not working as effectively. So please let me know how my voice is coming through, because like I said, I try to put it to where it's always it's always where it can catch my voice. I saw when Leslie from Leslie's Craft Room and Leslie's Living Room was cleaning out her and organizing her craft room, and she had a whole bunch of these, and I remember her purchasing some of them in a haul at the Dollar Tree, so I figured I would get them. I don't know what I'll do with them yet, but they'll come in handy, because when we did that cherry swap, lordy me, I did not have anything with cherries on it, and I was looking to put cherries on anything, and I think if I had had these, I probably would have used a black one or the red one and made a cherry keychain. I think that's a really good idea. Thank you, Leslie. I'm taking it from you. And I just saw, who had these? Alyssa? Somebody I was watching had these cute little pencils or pens, and they have 2 different kinds. They have one that's got a piggy, a panda, and a panda, and I think a dog. And this one has the mouse, cat. I don't know what that is. Maybe that is the cat right there too. If that's a cat, it looks like my cat. Green eyes and black. But they don't have pointy ears, so I'm kind of confused. But anyways, they're super cute. Don't know what they are. And she was writing with them, and they seem to have a really nice line, of writing. So I got these. They're erasable, but that's fine. It says it's 0.5 mm, which would put it right about there, and that's not that bad. In fact, 0.5 mm is what some of my art markers are that I have when I'm doing my line and painting drawing. Okay, I found these in the seasonal aisle. You're supposed to get these. They're the fruit. They're the star. Let me get them out. Oh, these were really cute. I have not seen these anywhere. There's only one left, because if there was more than that, I would have gotten it. Here we go. So what do we have? Okay, so they're silicone, so they have the orange, pineapple, lime, strawberry, star fruit, and watermelon. And I don't know why they're covered with glitter. I guess that's how they were packed. But they're silicone, and when you have a drink, you put it on your drink, and I guess it's to signify, to identify your drink. What's it says? It says fruit drink markers. And it says in French, identifier, identify something in the form of fruit. So I'm not sure, but these were really cute, and I wish I had seen them, more of them. I would have grabbed a couple, especially if they had different fruits. So I'm gonna, I don't have my phone handy. Hold on, I do. Let me run that code through the Dollar Tree website and see what it says. Oh, scan. Fruit drink marker 6. What does it say? No, it looks like they just have those 6, and they're $1.50, and they're out of stock. But they had one in the store that I went to. I'll have to check and see if they have them anyway. A fun way to distinguish your drink. These fruit drink markers are perfect for your next party. Pass them out so everyone knows which drink belongs to them. I like the fact that they're silicone. You can get a Sharpie and write a name on them. Drink markers are silicone and come in 6 different fruit shapes: lime, starfruit, watermelon, strawberry, pineapple, and orange. Great for luau's, summer parties, birthday game nights, and more. They also had the little paper umbrellas, but I put them out because we were going to, there's a Wendy's over near the Dollar Tree, and Rosalia wanted a biggie bag, and then I wanted a biggie bag, and so I got a biggie bag for my husband. It was like 11 o'clock in the morning by the time we were done shopping, but I got them. They're super cute. I grabbed this. Is the bigger crafting glitter. I like the bigger glitter and not the smaller glitter. They had a couple other colors: red, silver, blue, like the aqua blue. I put the aqua blue back. I always see that. Oh, never mind, I didn't. Aqua blue was in my bag, and it's a nice big one. I like to put the bigger. Hold on, the clock is chiming out again. It's going to be a little bit. It's going to strike the hour. It's only 3 o'clock, so we made out lucky. So I bought these. I like that red. It's not that pinky red. It's a nice, like, apple or cherry red, Valentine's red, Christmas red. And then the blue is a nice, it's got a little bit of an aqua sheen to it. It's, no, it's not. It's more like cerulean, sky blue. It's really nice blue. Nice cerulean blue. And the last thing is what I actually went for, because I don't know about you, but I normally use, when I'm doing my projects that I keep or that I'm sending, I pull out my pH neutral glue by, I think it's HASSRTS. And in the meantime, I use Aleene's Tacky Glue for everything. And this is $1.25 each. So that's $3.75. But if you get, I don't have it over here. If you get the big 8-ounce one or 5-ounce one off of Amazon, it's a lot more than $3. Let me tell you. Let me look it up on Amazon real quick. What is it? Aleene's Craft Glue. Here. 8 ounces is $8.50 versus $3.75. You're saving $4.25 or $4.75. That's pretty good. I'm not going to complain. So I always try to get 3 of them. I'm almost out. I had like one of these small ones left, and I put it in my big one. But I put it all. I have one of those 8-ounce bottles, and I refill it every time. And then I recycle these. But that was it for the Dollar Tree. Then we went into the Walgreens because I wanted Smarties. And the Dollar Tree didn't have Smarties. I don't know if there's like a shortage of Smarties, but it's like their Dollar Tree and Dollar General that did not have Smarties. And that's one of my, like I said, I'm on the DASH diet, so that's one of the candies. I'll have like 2 or 3 of them, and it takes care of my sugar craving. But we went to Walgreens, and they had a big selection of Hallmark napkins, beautiful napkins, very pricey. I didn't buy any. I went to the wall, and this was the store brand that they had. They had orange, watermelon, hibiscus. I can't remember the 4th one, but they had 4 different ones, and so I got the orange because I thought it was, I don't have any orange ones yet, and I bought the hibiscus because I just think it's a beautiful flower. I will go back and get them. And these were $1.99 for 16. And you know, not as cheap as Dollar Tree or Dollar General, but for $1.99, and this particular size, the smaller size, I know when I was getting these at Hobby Lobby, they were $4.99 on sale for 3 something. So I'm really happy with what I got. So that's my quick little visit to the Dollar Tree. I'll be back later on. I need to do another video on a swap that I was in, and I also need to catch up on one of my hidden paperclip series videos. That's going to be coming up also. So if you could please remember to subscribe, like, and in the comments please leave a smiley face to let me know that you liked it and you were there. I really appreciate anything that you can give me. You know, crafty love goes a long way. I try to give it out whenever I can, because I know this crafting community is wonderful and they always give a lot of love to me, for which I appreciate and I thank you. So I want to say thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a great day. Take care and be safe. Bye.